Right, hello and welcome. My name's Jay. I buy and sell on eBay UK part-time. I buy mainly big collections and sell them individually online. It could be anything. I specialise in model railway, Hornby, Batman, Lehman, etc. Remote control cars, mixed tape packs that you can see here. Got about 1,200 items listed at the moment on eBay, and that's growing. Yeah, basically what I do once a week is put out a video as to what I've sold and what I've not sold. And this is my weekly sort of roundup. If you do like what you see, please give us a thumbs up. More importantly, if you could subscribe to the channel, I'd really appreciate it. But without further ado, I'm going to turn you around and show you what's sold. Right, hello and welcome back. It's now Monday. Sales even are still coming in, so really happy. Starting over here, got an Intercity 00 coach that sold for £9 cost wise, and that I'm going to say £3 or £4. These don't sell for a lot, and they don't really cost me a lot, to be fair. This buyer bought 7 lots of track, loads of R607 and some R600s as well. They sold for £68, and I combined the postage for them as well. Got just one of my son's old tracksuit bottoms in there, some Nike Air Max tracksuit bottoms. They sold for a tenner. God knows how much they cost me. This was a good one, Eddie Stobart wagon. It's quite a rare thing. That's the part number there. The box is beaten up, but the wagon is in really good condition. I think it's a free wagon thing in there. We'll have to pack out the box as well. That's sold for £42 cost wise on that, probably about a tenner. Yeah, so that's really good. Following on from the track, got some more R607. This sold for £11. Then my man that buys these, what are they, W14574, I even know his name and more or less know his address because he buys every single one of these that I put up for sale. That sold for £8 cost wise, and that about £3 or £4. And then finally we've got this here, it's Intercity, the train number is 43072. There, that sold for £36.99 cost wise, and that about £12.50. So yeah, some good sales again for Monday. So I'm going to get these packed up and I'll update on what we sell tomorrow. Right, hello and welcome back. It's now Tuesday. Sales are still really good, to be fair. Had one that I think I might have messed up on, but I'll show you that in a minute anyway. Starting over here, got 8 1/8 buggy wheels. These are well used, pretty worn out, to be fair, good for bashing, all disclosed in listing. They sold for £15 cost wise, and those I'm going to say about £5-6 there or thereabouts. Got these 2 standard Hornby controllers. One sold for £19.99, one sold for £17.99. Did combine the postage for the buyer. One has got a wire broken, that's why it's cheaper than the other one. Then I've got a pair of Levi jeans. I bought these, they were too small for my son, so I've sold them back on eBay rather than doing the send back because they didn't fit. That's not the sort of person that I am. So I sold them at a small loss at the end of the day, is what it is. Got another Hornby train here, CR272, that sold for £23 cost wise, and that about a tenner. Then we have some R600s, varying in conditions in there. I think there's about 12 of them in there, so for £9 cost wise, and that about £4. Now this is the one that I think I may have messed up on. So it's a vintage Tamiya Escort Cosworth. It has got the original wheels inside the body shell as well. It was sold for, or I sold it untested for spares and repairs. Now I knew it was valuable. I bought this on Sunday locally. I picked up another remote control car, a remote control boat, and a remote control plane. I paid £90 for all 4 of them. The plane's worth about £30, the boat's worth about £30, and the other nitro car's probably worth about £100. And I thought this was worth about £100. Doing a bit of research, they varied in prices. This is the vintage one. Anyway, long story short, I put it on there today for £149.99. Buy it now. And within about 10 minutes, somebody had bought it. Now that normally tells me it was too cheap. So although I'm happy with a profit, I could have got a little bit more for it. So if you do know anything about these, let me know what it was really worth, just to sort of ruin my day. But yeah, happy with a profit at the end of the day. But you know, if I could have got a bit more out of it, that would have been nice as well. Anyway, gonna get them packed up, get them sent out. That's my Tuesday sales and an update on what I sell tomorrow. Cheers. Right, hello and welcome back. It's now Wednesday and eBay has been on fire, if I'm completely honest with you. I've got 10 orders, actually got 11, but 10 of them are going out today, so I'll show you the 11th one tomorrow. Anyway, starting over here, got a Intercity 125 coach. That's the part number there. That's sold for £10 cost wise and that about £5. Got some R607 track there. You know, I'm just happy to see the back of track, to be fair. That's sold for £12.99 cost wise and that again I'm going to say about probably a £5. This is a good one. Hysteria VHS tape pack, that one there, that's sold for £29.99 cost wise and that I'm going to say about a tenner. Then got a Human Nature rave tape pack again. This one is complete, has got a bonus CD in as well. Was up for £24.99, took an offer today of £20 cost wise and that I'm going to say about a tenner. Then got this LMS 16037 train, can't really see it that well in there. This sold for £26 cost wise and that about a tenner. Then got this, what is it, Anthracite Evans and Bevans wagon, quite a nice little thing. That sold for, I think it was £8.99 cost wise and that about £3 or £4. Then this is going international, so it's Intercity, it's a dummy car, it's 43051. This sold for £22, I'm going to say cost wise on this about a tenner. Similar sort of thing over here. What's that? BRT, I think it's a grain wagon. It has got a coupling missing from it. Other than that, it's in pretty good condition. That sold for £10 cost wise on that, again about a £5. This buyer bought 3 of these 125 coaches. One's got a grey roof, 2 have got black roofs. They sold for £19.99 each, and I'd say cost wise on those about £10 each, there or thereabouts. And then finally got some Joe F, what are they, Euro style coaches. They're in pretty poor condition, paintwork's not the best on them. They sold for £22. I'm going to say cost wise on those, again probably about a tenner. So yeah, really happy with eBay sales. They're really consistent. You can tell we're in sort of Q4. As I say, I don't normally have an uber busy one. Not really been buying much, although I'm starting to go through my death pile now, so I have got a few bits over there to list over the next couple of days. So yeah, gonna get this lot packed up and I'll update you on what I sell tomorrow. Right, hello and welcome back. It's now, what are we, Thursday. 9 sales in total. Really happy with the way it's going at the moment. Starting here, got this Hornby NE wagon that sold for £9.99 cost wise on that £3 or £4. Got some poor condition wagons here. They would have been in my death pile. Cost wise I'm going to say next to nothing on those, so yeah, they sold for £13. Got 8 rave tape packs. They're just, or rave tapes even, not tape packs. They sold for £12.99 cost wise, I'm going to say about a £5. I had a load of those in packs 8. I think looking over here, I've got about 3 or 4 left now. So yeah, really happy to see the back of them. Got this Intercity 225 dummy car. It has got the buffers missing at the front there, all disclosed in the listing. That's sold for £18.99. Then this is a strange one because the gentleman's actually bought another wagon off me. I messaged him to say once you pay for the other one, I'll refund you one lot of postage, send them together. He replied to say thank you very much, I've already paid for it, although it's showing as unpaid in my eBay. So yeah, I've asked him to double check. He's not come back to me, so this may not go out today. Although I have got the postage label, I don't really want to send the other one. I have to refund the post on that anyway. I won't bore you too much. Got 2 of these. They are Cool RC. I'll show you in there actually. They're brushless motors and escapes for remote control cars. I bought these and they're rubbish, to be quite honest with you. I bought 2 of them. They come from China. I didn't realise they come from China. There must be some sort of hub or whatever they send them from in the UK. Anyway, long story short, I paid £35 for them. Wanted to return them because I said they're not fit for purpose. There's a massive pause in between me touching the control and the car actually going off. In the end, they ended up refunding me £25 per item, so 50 quid in total. And then I sold these for £19.99 just to sort of get my money back, because their return policy was just absolutely ridiculous and I really couldn't be bothered with it. I did disclose in the listing as well that, you know, they're not very good electrics. They kind of are what they are. And listed them today. Sold both of them today. Then lastly, we have this great big, you can't really see it next, I've started to pack it already, but it is a remote control boat. I picked this up with the Escort that I showed you the other day as well. I paid 90 quid for 4 vehicles in total. This was one of them. Sold the Escort for 150 quid and sold this today for 30 quid all plus postage. So yeah, I've doubled my money theoretically. Obviously I've got fees to come off of that for eBay, and I've still got two. I've got a plane and I've got another remote control car as well. So yeah, that's my sales for Thursday. Going to get this lot packaged up and then I'll update on what I sell tomorrow. Cheers. Right, hello, welcome back. It's now Friday. Sales have still been really consistent. I think I've got 11 here to show you. Starting over here, it's got this old Trian coach, sleeping coach by the looks of it. I'm sure you can see it there. That sold for £10. Cost wise on that, I'm going to say about 3 or 4 quid. Got a brushless ESC out of a remote control car. I did buy this by mistake, so I'm literally just getting my money back on it. So I've probably lost a couple of quid on that, to be fair. Got this W14574 wagon. This sells to the gentleman. He's probably had about 25 of these off me now. Every time I put it on there, and the buy it now goes off, and sure enough, he's bought it. Got this Charisma remote control car. It's just a chassis. It's untested, sold for spares and repairs. That sold for £33. I did want a little bit more for it, but I think that was about its money, to be fair. As I say, it's untested, it's sold for spares and repairs. Cost wise on that, next to nothing. Got another slamming vinyl tape pack there. It's a 4 tape pack that sold for £17. I'm going to say cost wise on that between £5 and £10. Got this Hornby 125 buffet coach, that sold for £10, I believe. Cost wise on that about 3 or 4 quid. Then we've got a very basic one, a Lock Kelly, is it? A Lock Kelly wagon, Hornby 00 gauge, that sold for £9.99 again. Cost wise on that 3 or 4 quid. Got another tape pack here, it's Helter Skelter one. It is incomplete, it's only got 6 tapes in there. Box is in pretty poor condition. Again, all disclosed on the listing. That sold for, I think it was £12. All of my items are plus postage. Cost wise on this will literally be next to nothing, mate. We've then got 2 of these 125s. One's a power car, one's a dummy car. I believe they sold for about, I think it was combined probably about 45 quid. I'm going to say cost wise on those about 20 quid for the pair. Then finally we've got some R600 tracks, quite a standard sale for the channel, and that sold for, I think it was £10.99, maybe a bit less than that if it was on an offer. Cost wise on that, again sort of a £5, but I'm just happy to get rid of track. So as per normal, I won't do a Saturday, but I will do a Saturday and a Sunday wrap up and get a video out for you. Cheers. Right, hello and welcome back. It's now Sunday, and it has been a really good Saturday and Sunday, to be perfectly honest with you. I had a mixed bag of sales, some big bits, some small bits, but without further ado, I'm going to show you what's sold. So starting over here, we've got this 1/8 Nitro RC buggy. It is for spares and repairs. There is a box of spare parts down here as well with it. That sold for £65. Cost wise on that, I'm going to say about £35 there or thereabouts. Then got this Kyosho remote control aeroplane. You can see it there. I've not tested it. It is pretty delicate. It's built out of polystyrene, I think, and I don't even want to take it out of the box. I did put that in the listing that it's not tested. I was told by the previous owner that it worked, but I'm not guaranteeing that. That sold for £30. Cost wise on that, next to nothing, because that did come as part of a big, not a big collection, of 4-part collection that I bought recently. You can see in my previous videos. Then we've got this Eddie Stobart Eddie Stobart truck here. That's the part number. That sold for £8.99. Cost wise on that 2 or 3 quid. This is going international. They've asked me to pack it very well. It is not in the best of condition anyway, but I will put it in a box for them. It's a Rave flyer. That sold for £6.99. They've probably spent about £20 getting them posted to them as well, because that's going to America. I've then got some R601 track. Cost wise on about 5 quid. They sold for £11. Then I've got a standard Hornby controller that sold for £17. I'm going to say cost wise on that between £8 and £10. Following on from the remote control theme, I've got another Charisma 112 car, I think this is. This sold for £45. It is for parts not working. There's various bits missing off of it. It's in poor condition. Again, all disclosed on the listing. Then I've got some Hornby R605 track. That is the older style track that sold for £10 cost wise, and that I'm going to say about a fiver. Then this gentleman bought 2 of these blue Hornby wagons there and a Lockelly Hornby wagon there. I'm going to say he paid about 26, 27 quid for them. Cost wise on those about 10 to 12 quid. Then got these wagons there, Harrison I think they are. I think they're Lima ones. They didn't sell for very much. They're not in the best of condition. They sold for, I think it was £8. I'm going to say cost wise on those 2 or 3 quid. Very train heavy. Pullman number 93 car, that sold for £24.99. It is quite a nice coach. Cost wise on that, I'm going to say about a tenner. Similar sort of thing with this Virgin one. That sold for, I think it was 20 quid. Cost wise on that, about a tenner. And then last but not least, this was quite a juicy one. Had this for quite some time. I'm going to say this owes me about 25 quid, and this sold for £81 today. So really, really happy with that. It does run well. It's in really nice condition. Yeah, happy days. So looks like I've got an evening of packing things up. As I say, if you do like the video, please give us a thumbs up. If you've got any comments, please put them down below. But more importantly, if you could subscribe to the channel, I'd really appreciate it. So I'll see you next week. Cheers.